And close this. There you go. Now, where did I left it? Okay. Okay. Official startup. Nice. So, okay. It started. This chair is fucking nice. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's the stream. It is alright. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's stream, where I'm just going to talk a little bit while I'm working on something. So there's some things that I want to say. Nothing serious though, so no problem. Hello there, welcome to the stream. So yeah, a couple of things that I want to say because yes, and like always, I'm just going to be like working on something in the background right now. For example, this is basically working for illustration for the thumbnail of the poker night stream that I'm going to do. I need to see this, but yeah, that I'm going to do next. The face, okay. Can I change it? Okay, so a couple of things. First things first. I think the most urgent one is basically next week I'm going to go back to study. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to affect my like at the rate, basically the channel itself. I don't know. I mean, obviously there may be some days that I may not stream. I may not be able to do a stream because maybe I'm busy. What the fuck did I say? I'm busy like doing some homework or something like that. So yes, that's something to look out for. But obviously, if that is the case, I'm going to like say like, hey, I cannot do a stream today because of for this reason. So yeah, that's something to look for, because even though I indeed like try, because thankfully they let us choose a schedule, I managed to do a proper schedule where like it shouldn't interfere too much with like the channel itself. Thank you. With the channel itself, because I mean a lot of my streams are basically in the evening, and the only days, because I do have to take some classes in the evening though, I managed to make them so I only have to take them on Tuesday and Thursday, which is ironically the only days that I do not do a stream. So yes, not too much will change from that, but still something to look out for. Another thing, today is like 18 and tomorrow is going to be 19. And for those who don't know, like one kind of a thing of my channel is that I always try that doesn't mean that always happens, but I do try like every 19 of each month to try to do something like special for the channel itself. And tomorrow is going to be a bit of an exception. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be basically a bit of an obsession, because not only I do not have anything too special to do that day, but I'm gonna be completely honest. Tomorrow, Silver Run, it's coming to Netflix, and I'm going to watch the whole thing. So yeah, I being completely honest, I'm just going to spend tomorrow like watching Silver Run. That's it. Like that's generally my favorite part of the whole universe. Like part 7 is my favorite part. so, so yeah, that's kind of a bit of the reason why tomorrow, even though it's a 19, there's not going to be too much. Neither a stream, neither basically anything else. So yes, uh, I need the face. I'm not exactly sure how to do. Like for the face, I want to do a sort of like clueless kind of expression because I do not know how to play poker, and I kind of want to show that in like the illustration itself. But I do need to see how do I do that. Anyway, but yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to say. Like the what's coming, what's going to be going on, and all of this stuff. Another thing is that I've been thinking like another thing of my channel is that I basically like to the whole point of my channel is like I do a lot of the things myself, like my model, my thumbnails, and all of this stuff. And I already like did a couple streams, like a lot of these like art streams of me just working while talking were mostly like working on my model. That I was planning to like make a sort of, I think they call it like 2.0 version or something like that. So yeah, I was working on that. So I was thinking of maybe because this is something that I wasn't sure to do at first, considering that I have no idea. And that is basically a stream myself working on it, but on live 2D. But once again, I'm not that sure about that one because once again, I have no idea what I'm doing. So it will be basically an entire stream of me guessing, like guessing and trying stuff. That maybe for people who actually know may be a little bit frustrating to see. So I don't know about that part. So either that, I thought that either that or actually like go for, considering that this is YouTube at the end of the day, maybe actually do a video instead of like me working on the model instead, like with edition and everything, but I do not know exactly what to add. So yeah, I'm looking into that. Like there are some things that I want to work on that I already said like before. Like my main objective, like my main goal right now is make a full-on proper debut. Uh, yeah, a full-on like proper debut, like almost professional, I guess you could say. Not full-on professional because I will probably take a lot more time, and I did say like one of the options that I had was not that. But semi-professional was, I will say, like with all of this stuff, like look real good, trailer, like a trailer for example, maybe, I don't know. That's kind of my main objective right now, that what I want to do. So so yes. uh because of that, I'm not sure, like I need to see into, because obviously while I'm working on a lot of this stuff, while I be working on a lot of those stuff, there are some things that may be a little bit on hold. Like for example, this whole thing like of illustrations for thumbnails, it may be a little bit stopped. So I don't know how to handle that, because something that I like to do is basically do like little illustrations for my thumbnails. I did I did a couple for like the ETF2 series, where I'm basically trying to play one of each class, like do a whole stream just playing that class. Uh, and at the moment I just go like two. I did like sniper and medic. I do need to do another one of medic though. Like I think two streams, it's kind of good for that series. Like two streams of playing like just one just one class. But the thing is, there are like 9 classes, so I need to do at least 9 illustrations. I guess I guess I can technically recycle. Okay, I guess I can technically recycle the one for the NG. Yes, I guess I can technically recycle the one for the NG. That is the one that I use as a sort of like general thumbnail for that. So I guess yeah, I do have 3 at the moment: spy, medic, and NG. I do need to do obviously one for the other classes like soldier, demo man, heavy, and such. But obviously, making illustrations takes a little bit of time, and kind of at the moment like keeping it extremely simple as well, because the thing is, I was indeed planning to do a full on illustration, like the thumbnail itself is just a straight up full on illustration, kind of like how Connor or C C Dog, I forgot how his like username is, but uh, if you are like in the vitamin community, you probably know who he is, Connor. Yes, kind of like that. I mean, those are a bit too complicated. I must admit, yeah, they have like a lot of like. Those are indeed full-on illustrations. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know like a good example of what I'm trying. Yeah, I guess yeah. See, dog. My apologies. Like English is not exactly my my main language. I speak Spanish, but I'm most used to like streaming and making content in English though. So yes, even though I do know quite a lot of English, sometimes obviously I do struggle a little bit when it comes to accents and like pronouncing certain things. Yes. So so yeah, like right now it's just extremely simple. It's really just just indeed just a PNG with a basic quote unquote basic background and the title of like or like the logo of the game. That's kind of what I'm going right now, but I do eventually want to get to that point where it's just a straight up illustration for for the thumbnail itself. But obviously, once again, that takes time. And considering that I do indeed have like a main objective, it's going to take a little bit until I get to that point. Because I already had like had to do a couple of changes to what I originally wanted. Because for example, as I said, I wanted the main objective is the debut, and for that I wanted to do a little bit of what's it called? One of these like animations that I do as a sort of trailer. Uh, thank you for that. The thing about that is that it's kind of old. I do want to like sort of rework it, but since it does work still, I'm going to leave it right now for the moment. But yeah, that's another thing that I do want to like rework later on. But yes, for example, for the build, I do wanted to make one of those like yeah, like those animations that some do, where it's like a sort of like presentation or trailer or who they are. But the problem with that is that animation takes a lot of time, and I have studied a little bit of animation, and I know that. So yes, in the end, I decided to like change it and just go for a simple animatic instead. It's still going to take time, but thankfully I should be able to like at least do it this year. Because probably if I try to do like the full on animation, probably next year I'm going to finish that. So yeah, I decided to change that as well. But yeah, there's a couple of changes that are there. Okay, it finished here. it's a weird balance that I'm trying to like get used to. Like I have a main objective that I pretty much work on it on off stream basically, like off camera. But because of that, it's kind of weird like trying to maintain the channel as well with like proper streams. So, but yeah, I'm trying to see that balance because right now I indeed like kinda I don't know how do you say this like how do you say leaning on, I think is how you say it, like leading on the TF2 series to have like a little bit of content to stream and have like going into the channel while I indeed like working on something else. But yeah, okay, that's one hand. The other one. But what I was saying, yes, the animation. I'm working on stuff. Usually the streams. I might be honest. Usually, uh, yeah, because how long has it been? barely any time. I need to learn how to like talk a bit slower because that's another problem that I have seen that I have, and that is I rush to the things that I say, which in a lot of occasions I did notice that basically means that I run out of things to say fairly quickly. Like for example, the last stream where I indeed intend to do like a full hour of talking, that was not the case because I indeed ended up talking too fast, and in the end, like I ran out of things to say. So yes, there's a lot of things to do and to work on. But honestly, I'm really excited. Like that's why I kinda decided that to be the sort of thing to go for my channel. Basically, how it will feel or how it is like the experience of basically becoming like a VTuber or like a content creator from zero by yourself, basically by doing like a lot of things yourself. Like I kinda curious, like how is it going to be? I mean, there may be some things that I'm still not sure about to do myself that I even thought like, uh, I mean, yes, I guess it's true. the yeah, I guess it's kind of true, but at the same time, I myself I'm not that used to like proper conversations. Like whenever I'm talking to someone, I always try to do like I always end up doing like short responses, like okay, all right, obviously like in Spanish, so it will be more like vale, okay, oh vale, it's basically like that, like barely even talking. Mm, but yeah, like that's kind of the experience that I'm going for, and it's kind of interesting. What I was saying? Ah, yeah, the one thing that I wasn't sure if I was going to do myself. Basically, music. That one is one of the things that I maybe thought of actually asking someone else for help, because I personally have no idea about any kind of like music in the slightest. I don't know the basic of music, but nothing. So yeah, that may be the one thing that will actually like ask someone else to help me with that. But everything else like the model, thumbnails, all of those things are going to do it myself. Okay, those are the hands. The clothes. I do need to see what do I do with the face. Okay. It's a bit of a struggle to balance things out. I haven't thought about like a possibility, but this one is entirely like not confirmed 100%. That semi restarting the channel. What I mean is basically making a new channel and do the debut there, and then like do the whole content on that channel itself. But maybe that's a bit too much. That's maybe a bit too much. Uh, so maybe yes, I'm just going to keep it on this channel itself. Okay, to set the hands. Let's do the arms. But yeah, the moment I finished like the whole debut things, I'm going to be free to do a lot of things because I am so excited for some of the games that I want to see. Yeah, I know that I don't need to. But I mean, the main reason why I thought about that is that since it debuts maybe like to sort of kinda start anew, but yeah, I guess it's true. I already have a lot of things like going on here, my series itself, so that will be basically like throwing a lot of stuff away. So yeah, I'm not going to do it. That was just something that I really wasn't sure to do. The idea crossed my mind, but I eventually decided to not, like, to not do it. So yes, it was a weird thing. And ironically, another thing is that I mean, yeah, because I do want to be quite a lot open with a lot of these things. Yeah, it is indeed quite hard. Well, ironically, that's kind of. I mean, because my objective right now is obviously making a debut, but the whole reason why I even like doing content creator and B2B and such, well, content creator in general, it's because I wanted to make friends. Like that was ironically the main reason why I started like the channel and such. Just make friends. Because probably the best way to make friends is like find people that have the same interests as you, and that can work quite well, especially if you're just playing games. Like for example, if someone says, "Hey, I like TF2," well, I'm myself like doing a stream of TF2, then hey, I find someone who plays the game itself. That's a really huge win. Obviously, it's a bit more difficult than that, but it's I guess I think a step on the right direction. And the moment I finally can like start streaming and playing other games on stream as well, I think I can kinda uh like increase that probability, because another game that and I ironically like go back to playing because I mean it's the anniversary, so there are free rewards on it. Is Warframe. I have started to play Warframe again, which I haven't played in like a couple of months. So yeah, that's another game that I would like to like stream. The problem is right now, there's a big a big problem when it comes to like streaming games. For me, so the thing is, my PC doesn't have a graphics card, which unfortunately means that in some games it doesn't go that well. So for example, on a lot of my TF2 streams, the games were looking basically a bit laggy, which is kind of weird, and this is something that still kind of bothers me a little bit. And that is because the game itself, like when I'm playing it, or basically what I'm seeing when playing it, is normal. Like it's going completely smooth, no frames drop in the game itself, nothing. But on the stream, for some reason, it looks kind of like choppy, like it has some sort of lag to it, and I have no idea how to fix it. I have tried multiple solutions, like lowering the settings for OBS, lowering this, lowering that, even to the point like I in last stream I generally like try to instead of using my Live 2D model, I change it to a PNG model instead, because obviously that takes less from the PC, and it sort of work. But for some reason, the next stream where I tried basically the same thing, like I didn't change anything else, it went back to how it was, which once again I know why. And once again, it bothers me quite a lot because, as I say, there are other games that I want to play that probably need a lot more than TF2, like Warframe, for example. Warframe needs a lot more than TF2, so I'm not sure how that's going to look if I try to stream it. So, for example, for that, I even thought of the possibility of just straight up not stream those games and just, since it's YouTube, like record myself, like make videos of it instead. Maybe that way I can indeed like still show the games that I like, how I play them and such, without worrying too much like how it looks in the stream. But I'm not sure, because obviously I cannot just simply record myself playing and just upload it as it is, because there's not too much to that. It's literally just a boss. A form lore of content without any edition at all. So for that, obviously, I need to at least edit something. Maybe loading screens. Maybe when something that is not considered cannot be considered interesting is happening and stuff like that. But once again, that takes time. Yes, to be fair, yeah, the channel as well like started with an old PC, which that old this PC obviously had that problem with the graphics card, but that my old PC was a big problem. Like that PC was basically kind of useless. Like it generally got to the point that I straight up stopped like content creation and streaming because that other PC just couldn't handle anything. Yes, like a step by step, like you can reach the top. The main problem right now for me is basically time management, which is something that I have never been good at. Time management to see what do I work on, what do I do, and stuff like that. Like which projects like put like main focus, like for example right now the whole like VTubing thing, but obviously for that I kind of need to like see what parts go into the VTubing thing. Unironically, I really hope that when I start like studying again, I can work with that, because obviously that is like their own schedule, like from this hour to this hour you study and kind of thing. So I'm probably going to see if that with that I can say I can make a full-on proper schedule for myself. Like say, okay, for I already know that this hours are like occupied because I have to study in those hours. So maybe I can use these other hours to do this and to do that. So yes, I'm really like looking forward to like going back to study. Because ironically, I'm not the kind of person who enjoys, I guess you could say, like too much freedom. Because yes, I'm the kind of person that if you give them like too much to do, like too many options or too much time, I just do not know what to do with that. Oh, absolutely. Like, especially the face. Like the whole face is. Uh, I use Victor as a reference, especially like the like arcane version. Like I really like the arcane style, and yeah, for example, my face is extremely like inspired by Victor, and a little bit of the hair, especially like this uh, these more like sort of messy parts, like these parts of the front and this part of the back. Mostly when from the second season, when he has like his hair down and such. Yes. For example, let's see. I do have like a better one where I can show. Okay, here is. Uh, when maybe when moving to the side and such, it it kind of miss a little bit. I do have to see that, but yes, the main face, like the one looking at the front, is absolutely inspired by Victor. I need to do one line here. Nope. Ah, no, that's right. It doesn't work that way here. Let's just do. Where is it? There you go. Yes, this is basically yeah, the model I'm using right now, because I previously had another model, quote unquote, that unfortunately couldn't get to the part of being like a proper live 2D model because it was on my previous PC. So this is the one that I'm using right now. Because for example, this was the previous one that unfortunately, like I said, never got to be like a proper live 2D model because it was the previous PC. And as you can see, there's obviously a couple of changes that are there that I kinda did. Actually, yes, I'm just going to do that, and this is an unfinished one, but I think still can show the point across. For example, I did kinda get rid of, for example, my ears and my and my tail, mostly because since I wanted to make this model like a proper live 2D model, I decided to like cut those out for the model, so I don't have to worry too much, because obviously I had to do this whole thing from zero. So working on another parts such as the ears and tail maybe could have been a bit too complicated to do. So for this model, I like got rid of those. Okay, the face. I really do not know what expression to do for the face. Something. Let's see. Do I have something here that I can use? Uh, nope. What happened if just confused? Confuse. No, it should be more like an oblivious, I guess. It's the correct word what I'm looking for, like a sort of oblivious expression. Oblivious expression. Okay, I do not know exactly. um, hmm. Yeah, I have no idea, no idea exactly how will that look like as well. I guess yeah, I should just go for the confused expression instead. Oh, actually, I know. Uh, there's this there's this meme. I know that meme. What's it called? Like yes, he like he doesn't know or something like that. No, no. I know. That's something else. No, what's the name of this one? Completely oblivious. What's oblivious? Meme. Mm. Ah, whereas it was clueless. Ah, but okay, I found it. But yeah, that's I have how will that work? Yeah, now that I think about it, how will that work? uh, yeah, like no, that how how? Yeah, because I'm mostly thinking about the expression. But yeah, how will that work on this face? Yeah, that's it. Huh? Maybe. Yeah, maybe not. I generally do not know what expression to do. There. Um. Hmm. Yeah, like because the thing is, I do plan to like in a thumbnail add something like saying like he doesn't know or like uh the worst cars ever or something like that. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. Do you leave it there? What's this? Oh, this is like new. Okay. Uh, I completely forgot I made a layer. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I should just go for like a sort of confused expression instead. Yeah, something like that, like one eyebrow. Because right now he kind of looks confident. he kind of looks like he knows kind of what he's doing. And I'm not sure exactly that's what I want to go for. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, he looks kind of confident. I don't not want that. Thank you. Let's see. Hmm. But I guess, yeah, I guess a confident expression can work as well. Just put like a sort of title saying he doesn't know, or uh, something like that. And make it smaller. Yeah, probably it's the mouth. Yeah, because this mouth is more like a little like smirk. Yeah, he looks smug. Exactly, that's the word. Uh, so, which will work better, like a smile or more like a frown? No, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much of a smile. Hmm. What will be the best mouth to do? Let me just quickly do the nose. Maybe like a bit kind of like this. Oh yes, like yeah, maybe like he's nervous. He's nervous. He doesn't know what he's doing. Once again, and like maybe a bit of sweat here. Yeah, maybe like a bit of sweat, and it's like, yeah, he's back. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Yes, actually, yes, that can work. Yeah, that can work. Like, he generally looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. Perfect. Okay, yeah, this can indeed absolutely work. Okay, so now let's just make it a bit more. No, I. Where is it? There. Nope. I'm missing everything. Every single key. Okay. Which one did I do for the face? Is this one? No. It's this one. Okay. Let's do the face. That's too big. and that's the wrong pencil. Okay. Okay, so that should be it. Now I can add a little bit more of these details. Because to be fair, yeah, you can barely notice it with my model, only mostly for the like hair that is on front, but same time, I mean, this is not probably not the best image. That was basically a feel like me tweaking with the whole like putting the part separate for live 2D. But here, okay. Actually, no, I do have like the whole. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I do indeed have like these little details as well, but it doesn't show too much with the markings that I have in my face. There you go. That's more like it. There you go. There you go. I sometimes I forget. I forget how. I mean, for myself, weird I look like without my markings. Hello there, welcome to the stream. Yes, I sometimes forget how weird I look without my markings. I'm going to add them real quick because it's a weird sensation. There you go. Okay, considering where does it end again? Nope, this is not. Which one is no? Okay, this one. Okay, around here it ends. And the other one does go like below. I mean above the eyebrow. There you go. Now it doesn't look weird for me anymore. Actually, yes, I can kind of put it on the same layer. Yes, why not? There you go. There you go. I keep saying there you go over and over again. Yes. Hello there. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Nice. Now for the eyebrows, add it here. He's a bit confused. Around here. There you go. Maybe add the actual like drops of like sweat. There you go. And finally, the hair should be the last thing to do, right? Ah, that's right. I get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah, the hair should be the bold. Yeah, the hair should be the last thing to do. Is this the new? Yes. Usually it goes all the way to here, but since this is kind of looking down, because of perspective, it should go all the way around there. All right. The hair can stay a bit messy. I usually do not do. Yeah, like that. I usually do not do linear art for the hair itself. To be honest, I generally don't use that much linear art on my things. It's mostly for. Yes, there's not too much like a line that you can see. I mostly do it to like keep it clean and say, okay, this part goes there, this like color goes there and such. So yeah, it's mostly for to keep it like easy to make it easier on myself to know which colors go where. This one as well. Around here. Yeah, to be fair with the hair, I don't have to be that careful with my lines at the end of the day. Well, at the end of this, it's just going to, because I do have like my own way of making hair, which kinda gives it that like sort of texture of like multiple hair strands. Okay, and that should be it for the part on front. Now for the part on the back. It goes around here. There you go. It's not a one-to-one, but it is fairly close. There you go. And finally, the part on the back. And what happened? Oh no. What now? No. Okay. it stopped there for a moment. I'm not sure why. Okay. Let me just move this to the side. I got kind of scared. Because I'm constantly saving just in case. Because it did happen to me before, like on some occasion, like I work on something and suddenly on stream as well, and suddenly the next stream where I like came back to work on that exact same thing, for some reason it didn't save. So I don't want that mistake to happen again. Okay. Okay. No, no, there you go. Now the only thing missing will do the colors and all this stuff, but the main body is the main body is done. Yeah, and pretty much an hour. So, so yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. I'm not trying. I'm going to continue working on it. Maybe tomorrow or such, but mostly the stream. Mostly because I think I ran out of things to say. I already said everything that I wanted at the start of the stream. So yes. And yes, I think I think there's not too much to do anymore. And I usually like to keep these, especially these ones of me talking, kind of short because of that specific reason. Like, I talk too fast and ran out of things to say, which basically means I later on do not have like what things to actually talk about. So yes, yes, I think I'm just going to generally end it here. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Especially to Shiren. I do not know how the X works. because for example, I think in Spanish like she ran. I think, or maybe I'm confused because yeah, like SH. I don't know exactly how it is in English. But thank you so much for coming to the stream. I had a really good time. Finally, having someone to talk to and such. Yes, thank you so much for coming to the stream. And I guess I will see you. Yeah, I will. Next stream. I do need to see when it's going to be. Just in case, like always, I have like my social media on the description. Usually it's like Bluesky and Twitter, which is the ones that I quote unquote most active. I mostly just post there like things related to the channel, but you got the idea. So yes, thank you for coming, and I guess I'll see you next stream. I ran away from the mic by accident. Okay, thanks, and I will see you next stream. Bye.